Hi, Aries, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a read for you and who, and that who could be a friend or family member, boyfriend, girlfriend. It could be a person of interest, of course, or even one side of a situation or another, okay? This will be a general read, so if you're looking for a personal read that truly taps into your own personal energies, go to The Guided Intuitive up here or in my description box, all right? Just a quick announcement I want to let you know is that we've got a brand new class that is starting, which I'm really excited about. And this really talks about igniting your life from the inside out. So if you're looking to get some clarity and the fogginess of, in terms of, your life's mission, perhaps in just your relationships or just, your life overall, you definitely need to check this out. It's actually going to be a pilot program exclusive, and I'm only allowing a few people in there. It's going to be a small group, I should say. It'll be a small group and allows me to give a lot more individualized attention. It'll be offered at an introductory price as well. So that is only going to be for a short time. So once I'm done with this particular class, I'm going to change the structure for that. So do note that. So if you're wanting to get in, you want to get in at a really good price, and you want to alleviate anything that's standing in the way of your life's mission. And even if you don't know what that is quite yet, because we'll cover that. All right. So I'm so much looking forward to that. And if you'd love to join us, I'm going to have it up here and then also in my description box. It's called Ignite Your Life Blueprint, and it's actually living your life from the inside out. So from the soul internally, and then from the from the inside out. And I'm so excited for it. So hope to see you on that other side. So let's go ahead and get started and see where you are at right now. So let's take a look at where you're at, see what's kind of going on for you here, the current situation at this time and where you're at. All right. Let's see here. What do we have? Oh, we've got the Two of Pentacles. All right. So this talks to me about some sort of balancing. So you're doing a little bit of balancing. Maybe it's between two things, two projects. It could be between, your personal life, your professional life. You're juggling between two things right now, and you're doing your best. This is Earth energy, so it could pertain into work. It could pertain, to two people as well. But what I'm really getting is it could be also even your emotions, balancing your emotions with your intellect too. So there you have it. Let's do some clarifications and kind of see what else wants to come out for you here. All right. Let's see. What do we have, Aries? Look at it. It looks like we've got the Nine of Wands. Now this is fire energy. So this is your energy. This is about perseverance, right? This is about like, I'm not going to give up until I get that final wand. All right. And you're going to do whatever it takes, right? Because it's definitely something that's heart driven. Okay. That color is for the like heart chakra. Okay. So that's what's coming into play. But yeah, I see that you're going to continuously persevere, even though you might have to balance a couple things temporarily. Okay. I do see this coming into play. It's coming to fruition, which means you don't have that much further to go. You're almost there. All right. Let's go ahead and continue and see what else wants to come out for you here. Whoops. Well, just let this come through and jump out here as it sees fit. Okay, Ace of Cups. Nice. Emotional fulfillment. So this is beautiful. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces type energy. Could be dealing with that. Okay, so, but this is emotional fulfillment. And this is all about, compassion. This is about intimacy. So this is beautiful. So this just tells me compliments of the universe that's coming through. It's a potential. So it's going to be a little bit of input on your behalf as well. So if you want it, and I really think that you do, because it looks like you're not giving up here. Okay. This is good. This is good. Let's see what else wants to come out in terms of where you're at. Well, this wants to come out too. Okay. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So the Nine of Pentacles is about, this is about coming to fruition. So it's kind of like, it's usually the independent, feminine, or whatever, just an independent person that is focused really, on the wealth and all the hard work that they put into something, and they're actually reaping the rewards, and they're feeling in great gratitude. I mean, so much so that a bird lands right on her hand. So it's like she's really in touch with herself, in touch with nature, and a lot of confidence here. This could be you taking on that energy right now, kind of, fine with the, with how things are kind of working out so far in terms of the money, loving nature, Yeah, I kind of feel that. Let's see. I want to see what it is in terms of this Nine of Wands real quick. I just kind of want to see what it is, what you're fighting for here, what you're persevering for here. What is it? This is, okay. So this is saying it's kind of like you're ending a cycle. Once this is complete, because this is a nine coming to fruition, this is almost as if it's the Wheel of Fortune. And this is kind of dancing, it's eternal dance. This is like the eternal dance with nature. And it's almost like that Wheel of Fortune, right? It's the eternal dance that what comes around goes around. And this is really talking about movement. So it is important that, if you want this, that movement is going to be necessary in this. This is, talking about the wheel of life, the change of seasons. And just like you're changing also. And it wants you to focus as it pertains to whatever it is that you're persevering on. Choose the path of least resistance. Okay. Choose the path of least resistance. And, kind of it's like how the wind goes between the branches, it's kind of like it's just kind of flowing. So it's kind of going with the flow and not trying to push something so hard. And it does look like you're going to persevere, but it doesn't have to be moving upstream. It could be a downstream type action. So that's what this is calling for. And I think it might have to do with nature, because this also involves, the lush green, the animals, and getting out with nature. So if you need kind of help with that in terms of that, just go take a walk in nature and just observe, and that should give you some really good ideas. But yeah, that's it. It's like something's changing. So it's kind of like something's coming to fruition and something's changing. So you won't have to be balancing so much. Let's take a look at what this other person is going through. Okay, let's take a look at this other person and see what's happening over there. Oh, Ten of Pentacles. So this person is it's about family life. This is about stability. This is about, the wealth and establishment of wealth, family, and everything here. So this person is really, focusing on their family, the wealth, and just, really, focus, primarily on that, establishing wealth in their environment. Okay. That's a 10 card. So it's come to fruition. They've actually hit some sort of goal there, so to speak. Let me see what else wants to come out. Yeah, there's been it's about teamwork and collaboration. So maybe they've got someone that they're working with, maybe someone that is a partner that's working with them in terms of the work that they do. Because the threes are about teamwork and collaboration. A lot of earth energy over here, okay? Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo type energy. And you might be dealing with an earth energy or someone with earth in their chart, so to speak. So that's what I see here. And this is going to be the other person. And feel free to reverse the messages as you see fit, okay? Because I'm going to be speaking of you on this side, and you might resonate with this side. So you might need to do that if that resonates with you. Or one side just might resonate better. But let's see what else wants to come through. This person is looking long-term. So they're really focused on long-term and looking, what that looks like. Very confident in moving forward with passion. Really grounded, type energy. This is also fire energy, but it's about pre-planning. And again, we get another 3 card, which is about teamwork and collaboration. So maybe, working with others and making plans for the future. Okay. Could be with a particular person. Yeah. This is about heartbreak. I feel that this person, and it's funny because I get another 3. I got 3 threes. So that could be telling me that there could have been some sort of heartbreak. You could have been a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius that maybe had heartbreak or brought on heartbreak. You might have that in your chart as well. But this person on this side, maybe that they could have had a third party that came into play. And the reason I say that is because there's 3 threes, and then you get this as well. So it's about, maybe perhaps that could have been the case. I'm going to pull one more card on this other person's side here, on this 3 of Swords here. You definitely had some heartbreak in love, and now is getting some sort of rest. So maybe that there was some sort of heartbreak in terms of an established, relationship, a marriage of some sort. And it could have been a third party. And this is about getting stability back, and getting the stability back, and getting the rest, and then, focusing on source and whatever that is for this person to get rest, and decide if this sword wants to go up or down, based upon that, after getting rest. But really asking for guidance and getting the rest that's so necessary right now. Where else is this person? Anything else that wants to come through here? Flame tree. Maybe they could have had a twin flame kind of situation. The reason I say that is because This is the flame tree, and this really talks. Whoa, it's so hot. It's really just talking about the start of something new. This person's having a new beginning. Okay, this person's having a new beginning. Maybe they've met someone, a fire energy like you. Okay, it could very much well be the case, and maybe it is some sort of dynamic that could relate to that, synergy there. But there is a lot of passion here. And this is about a start of something new. So, this person after heartbreak, it's about starting something new. So they could want a brand new beginning. It could be something like that, but, or they could, they could have met, someone that maybe would be considered maybe something of their twin flame. Let's see about how this person feels about you. How does this person feel about you? Aries, what is that? They feel that you're really spiritual. You're a teacher, and they feel that that you've got this is all about belief system and about tradition. That you are you're focused on tradition, and you may be changing some of that because the fives are about maybe some sort of adversity in terms of tradition. So, and that's why I say that there could have been a change in something that had taken place in terms of a marriage, but there is about this how they feel about you. That you could be they feel that you could be a teacher of some sort, teaching others. Could have to do with spirituality. Okay, so I do get that. Teaching other beliefs and traditions. A teacher of some sort in that. Let's see what else wants to come through here. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. It's funny because we got that on your side, the Tree of Life, talking about the Wheel of Fortune. This is saying the same thing. It's like that things are turning around. So things weren't working out for you. For how they feel about you is that you're really turning things around. Okay, you're really turning things around in terms of their belief and traditions and that type of thing. So the Wheel of Fortune is all about, it's about karma, right? It's about destiny. So in terms of this situation, there was something was destined to happen, in this situation. But yeah, what I feel is things are kind of turning around. There's a change in belief or tradition, okay, for this person, and they're actually looking at things and seeing, how they kind of want to move forward. How interesting. Wow. How do you feel about them? How do you feel about them? Aries, what is that? How do you feel about them? This is about like the end of having to do everything on your own, and that's kind of how I feel. This is about having to carry the workload and everything on your own. Now it's come to fruition, which means it's coming to the end, so it's a brand new beginning. And I really feel that maybe you were carrying the burden of everything, so to speak. And this is now the King of Wands. This is about authority. This is about some person that's a visionary entrepreneur. So that's what I see in here. This is someone that probably has their own business of some sort. And they've been doing everything on their own here. All right. And yeah. And maybe that's what this other person is. There could be a business owner where other people come to them. When I get the King of Pentacles, this talks about very disciplined. Maybe you feel that this other person is a little controlling. Maybe, kind of that type of thing, a little bit more disciplined or some sort, but maybe a little bit more controlling. But yeah, that's how I see it. They could be an entrepreneur and they work really, really hard, right? So that's what I see here. Wow. How interesting. What's the intent of this other person? What's the intent of this other person? Let's see what that is. What's the intent of this other person? Rising above. They want to rise above. They want to rise above the situation. And it looks like that when they rise above, what they're looking for is they're looking for freedom. They're looking for a solution. So it's kind of like rising above the situation and freedom from what has held them back. And they're actually moving forward in love. This person's intent is they want to rise above the situation. They want to let the past be the past and that type of thing. It is an 11 card, which is a master number. They could have that in their chart, but this is, side by side, rising above, all circumstances, all obstacles or anything like that, kind of having the clarity, getting the clarity that they need. So their intent is they want the clarity, they want to rise above this, and they want a solution, and see if there's anything else. Loss. Okay. This is about grief, sadness, and they're looking for resurrection. They want resurrection to this relationship and situation. They're sad, in terms of a loss. Let's see what is their in what is it's kind of, I don't know, I think that was their intent, and that's what I focused on, and that's what I was feeling. I hope I said that correctly, guys. If I didn't, this was their intent, is that they want a resurrection. They want to rise above the situation. What is your intent? What is your intent in this relationship or situation? What is that? Lost love. This is about surrendering and going through some sort of healing. You're actually releasing it. I really feel that there's maybe some sort of end in a relationship. Maybe it was a marriage of some sort, but you're actually wanting to perhaps release it, and you're going through a lot of healing right now. Wow, how interesting. A lot of healing and just kind of surrendering to the situation and just balancing yourself. It's a 35 card that reduces to an 8, and that's kind of more of a balance of the infinity number 8. So lost love. Okay, let's see anything else on this, the intent. Wow. This is, this is about perception. You have better perception. This is, you've kind of seen you've kind of looked beyond the veil of the illusion in a relationship or situation. You're seeing things as they are. So you're actually getting a different sort of perception. And then there's a transformation of the butterfly there. So it's kind of like, you've got a different perception of the situation at this time. And it's quite interesting. Yeah, you just, yeah, it's like there's no longer any sort of an illusion. It's like it's been transformed. This is yeah, it's a 12 card that reduces to a 3, and there we go, 3 again. But yeah, it's like a perception that you've been transformed. You've grown. Yeah, this is about yeah, you want to expand your consciousness. This is about a lot of growth that has taken place in you. You've grown, and now you've got a different perception of this relationship, and so maybe that there's no need, there's no kind of going back. And this is saying is that you're on the right path when you are feeling happiness in your heart. So if you're feeling all that happiness, this tells you that you are on the right path, okay? From your heart and soul perspective, that green is the heart chakra and the blue is the throat chakra. So in your communication and also within your heart. So for some of you that are experiencing happiness, that just goes to tell you, hey, you're on the right path. For those of you who are not, maybe there is some sort of shift or pivot that needs to take place. So I'm going to pull some cards in terms of what is it that they would like to say to you. What is it that they would like to say to you? Okay. What is it that they would like to say to you? Okay. Here wants to come out. What is it? They would like to say, I'm trying to bury my love for you. So they're hiding, maybe perhaps that they're hiding their love for you. Perhaps they're trying to bury it, even, and they're maybe having a hard time in terms of expressing it. So I kind of feel that it's been really hard. Anything else that wants to come through? Can you forgive me? Can you try to understand me? Can you forgive me? Can you try to understand me? So it's about, communication and understanding each other. And wow, that's interesting. What is it that you would like to say to this other person? What's coming out on your side here? What do you want to say? Here it is. What is it? I'm trying to be deserving of you. So it's almost as if that you're working really, really hard and you're doing whatever it is that you need to do to get you in a position where you feel really confident in having a relationship and feeling like you're taking part in it. And that's kind of what I'm feeling, is that you really acknowledge the other person and their value that they have brought to your life. And yeah, let's see if there's anything else that wants to come through. Okay, here it is. What is it? I need more time to figure this out. So maybe there is a lot more time, Aries, that you might need in this, just to kind of figure out which way that you want to go in this situation or relationship. It kind of feels like that right now. So that's kind of what I see here. Let's see what the universe, the advice from the universe, and what the universe wants to give you in terms of advice. Let's see what that looks like. Wow, how interesting. So you need a little bit more time is what it looks like. What is advice from the universe? What does the universe want to give you? Let's see, here it is. What is it? I go where you go. So this is about, knowing, first of all, that the universe has really got you. The universe is in your source is around, and just know that you're never alone. And the universe is always there. Your source is there for you to ask for assistance if you need it. What this card talks about here, it says, tell me, are you finding that the occasional stranger has a crush on you? Okay. That for your words that you've almost mindlessly chosen, hearts broken too long begin to heal. The eyes sometimes well up in tears when it's time to say goodbye. Remarkable. Our findings exactly. And it says, "Psst, your divinity is showing." So you're finding that the occasional stranger has a crush on you, and that for words you've almost mindlessly chosen and hearts broken too long begin to heal. So I think there's some sort of healing also in this relationship or situation, and this could be also that you have perhaps that you have fallen in love, or for in some reason, and now there's a chance of some sort of resurrection for some of you. And if not, just know that you're going to always love that person is what it comes down to. I go where you go. Part of them will always be with you, and that's just evident. Love is it's just like this unconditional love is what I see here, which is beautiful. Anything in terms of advice, in terms of the outcome overall, what is the outcome I want to talk about here? Balance. That, perhaps that it's about getting balance due to, spiritual maturity that has taken place. Even though maybe you were at polar opposites, it's about getting balance, regardless, so that could be the case. Let's see if there's anything else that wants to come through here. Context. So this is just saying, don't take one word as being, oh, okay, well, forget it. It's about that, make sure that you put things in context, that one word might have to do with a bigger story or a larger story. So make sure that you're putting things in context. Okay. And that's what's coming into play. So kind of balance out the situation. The situation does need balancing and put things in context. Yeah, and then it's about motion. Okay, so you're kind of figuring out what it is that you want to do, and just kind of figuring out getting your balance, putting things in context, and just like it said here, is that you maybe need more time to figure this out, right? So that's what I see. Wow, guys, you have to let me know how this resonates. I please note your comments below. I look forward to seeing and speaking with you on the second half of June. And until then, namaste.